This team is now winless in the month of June. Yes, it's only been 2 days, but the Blue Jays, they lose another series. At least for right now, they've lost the series. At best, you can get a pity win. Nonetheless, Blue Jays lose 7-4 to the Detroit Tigers in Game 2 of the 3-game set. Now this team has lost 5 straight and are 8 games under 500. I don't want to say the tank is in full effect, but they're playing really bad. And we talk about it being from one thing to the next, we really don't know what it's going to be. Well, today, J Happ wasn't all that great. Let's get to this in a bit here, right? So right off the bat in the first inning, Candelario hits a home run off J Happ, and we're like, oh boy, early hole. It's 1-0. But that's okay. That can change. Top of the third, Yangervis Solarte, he doubles to center field. Luke Maile comes in to score, and we're tied. Next batter, Justin Smoke, and he singles to right field. Solarte comes in to score. The Jays have a 2-1 lead. We have not seen this in a long time. But it really didn't last long, though. Bottom of the third inning, Nick Castellanos doubles to left field, and Machado comes in to score, and we're tied at 2 apiece. But the Jays get the lead right back as Luke Maile crushes a ball to left field, and we're thinking, is he going to stay fair? Ding! Right off the pole. And the Jays got the lead right back, 3-2. Next up, or I guess, the next thing that happens, Yangervis Solarte in the same inning takes a 1-0 pitch and drills it to left field, and that one's gone. The Jays, they got some juice flowing here. They got their 2-run lead back. They're up 4-2. This is great. Then J Happ hits a little bit of a wall here, gives him a double to Machado. Iglesias comes in to score. Nick Castellanos singles. Machado comes in to score, and we're tied again. Your one reliable starter really didn't pitch all that well. 5 innings, 5 hits, 4 runs, walked 2. Yeah, he struck out 8, but he really was not that good. John Axford came out and gave you 2 great innings. Sang 1-0, been the best reliever for this team this year. He gave up 4 hits and 3 runs and walked a guy in his inning of work, 2/3 of an inning. And the Jays lose that, and it's over. 7-4 final. Brutal. You had 2 different leads. You squandered both, and that is because of J Happ, your best starting pitcher this season. And of course, more great news for the Jays. Teoscar Hernandez leaves the game. Great news. X-rays come back negative. But oh my goodness. I'm sick and tired of these guys getting injured. He went 0 for 2 today in his minimal work. Solarte was 2 for 4 with the home run. Guys, if we're talking about trade tokens at the deadline, J Happ's 1, Solarte is 1, maybe even Justin Smoke is 1. Guys with value, you get Josh Donaldson, if you can get anything for him at this point. This team is just really not working well right now. And I also saw after the game, John Gibbons does not talk to the media. He refuses it. I don't know if that means his job's in jeopardy or what, or he's just sick and tired of the same questions over and over and just doesn't want to answer them today. That could be a thing. But this team is really not playing well. Devin Travis went 1 for 4. Great to see him get the bat going once again. Luke Maile was 2 for 2, obviously with the home run, and obviously came around to score on the first run. I think it was the first run of the ball game. He's hitting .272 on the year. I'm not complaining. But this team is just getting more and more tough to watch. They're now 8 games under 500. They're really not playing well. And from one day to the next, what's going to burn the Blue Jays? They've lost 5 straight. They've won 1 series in the last, month. And they're stinking the big one. Remember when we were 5 games up on the Tampa Bay Rays? Yeah, well, that's gone. I think they're 4 games up on us. They're 500. A team that traded Corey Dickerson and Evan Longoria, Jake Odorizzi, Alex Cobb. That entire team is totally different. And they're 500, and we're 8 games under. Now, people are going to say, well, at least you're not the Orioles. Well, okay. What, is that something to be proud of? Not really. They're 17-40. They're probably They're probably be 17-41 today. Yeah, the 6-4 Yankees in the 7th. But for this team, do we think draft pick? I don't know which way to think. This Blue Jay team is really making me pull my hair out because I see some good and I'm like, there you go. And then they rip it away really fast. And I'm thinking to myself, what do we have to do to get some positivity around here? The Leafs haven't done anything. The Raptors haven't done anything. And the Blue Jays stink right now. It's a rough time. It's a really rough time. Now, we know what we have in the minor leagues, guys, and I will continue to reiterate it because it's there. And I don't want to be 100% negative on this show or podcast or videos, whatever you want to call it. They have pieces. We've got to be patient with them and let them grow. So let's not keep harping on Vladdy Jr. coming up, because why would you want him to come to a team that is in shambles and can't get anything going and is 8 games under 500? Why would you want him to come here? You don't really. Maybe in September to kind of get a story going. Maybe. Other than that, what's the point right now? Let him rip apart Double-A. Let him do his thing. Let Bo continue to rip up Double-A. Let Biggio rip it up. Let those guys do their things. And then, because this team's got to make some moves at the deadline if they continue to play this way. I think we can all agree on that. But today is an example of the Blue Jays over the last month and a couple days. You know? The offense. 4 runs on 6 hits. 6 hits is not really good enough to win a game, but you scored 4 runs. Problem, the pitching sucked today. You know what I mean? It's from one day. I have no clue what we're going to get. And I really sound like a broken record saying it. But am I wrong? Continues to happen day in, day out. It sucks. So the finale of this series, I guess the Jays try to salvage it tomorrow. 1:10 first pitch in Detroit at Comerica Park. Aaron Sanchez versus Michael Fulmer. Now, guys, whether you're hoping for rebuild or you're hoping for a win, whatever you're feeling, Aaron Sanchez is a part of this future. So you want him to pitch well. He's on the mound tomorrow, like we said, against Michael Fulmer. ERA for Sanchez is 4.77 and a 2-5 record. You want him to get better and continue to grow. So if there's any storyline, I guess that's it. But for this team, we want to win to talk about. This is getting repetitive. And I'm tired of it. I know you guys are too. Sick and tired of these losses and these losing series and to see this team continue to drop in the standings. You remember, we were a wild card team and we're like, okay, we're in a good spot now. Now the Angels, Oakland A's, Tampa Bay Rays, Detroit, and Minnesota are all ahead of us, and those teams I just mentioned are not even in the wild card spot. It's brutal. The Jays are 10.5 games out of that spot, that final wild card spot. It's brutal. It is brutal. All right, so you know what, guys? That's going to do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed this video and you guys hated the game today, smack that like button. I do appreciate that, except for the home runs. Obviously, those are fun to watch, but that's really all this Jays offense can do, as we've seen over the last few years. But anyways, smack that like button if you guys enjoyed this one. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below. What'd you guys think of the game? What'd you think of Hap, Sanguano, the Teoscar Hernandez? You think he's going to be okay? What'd you think of Solarte? Any possible trade scenarios at the deadline that you're feeling right now? Maybe like maybe send him for this guy for like a number 3 prospect. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Make it a little fun and entertaining for us, because you know what isn't? This Blue Jays team right now. All right, so we'll talk to you guys Tuesday, podcast edition. Link is in the description. Actually, no, it won't be Tuesday. It'll probably be Thursday, because like I said, road trip. Me and my pops going on a road trip. Probably going on Monday. So that Monday video, the draft video will be out to you guys then. In a hotel. Same with Tuesday's Blue Jays game. That'll be uploaded at the hotel. But other than that, we'll be back to normal on Wednesday. As for the podcast, it'll probably be Thursday or something like that. Link is in the description for the podcast channel and for the podcast itself on iTunes, guys. Go check it out. Also, Twitter is down in the description. Send me a DM, follow up, do that kind of great stuff. If you guys want to rant about the Blue Jays, send me a DM. I'd love to hear it. All right, so we'll talk to you guys. Blue Jays edition. No, I was hoping to hang on to that. Tomorrow afternoon, I guess, as the Blue Jays look for to salvage a game against the Detroit Tigers. Aaron Sanchez, Michael Fulmer, 1:10 first pitch to Comerica Park. Let's hope for a win and a good start from Aaron Sanchez, who is a part of this future. So let's cheer him on, because that's really all we got right now. We'll talk to you guys then.